Welcome, I'm Cassandra, and this is your general forecast for December 2019. This is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Okay, let's jump in. I must say that there are some similarities to the Pisces reading and a little bit of similarities to the Cancer. So it seems like all of the water signs are definitely experiencing similar type of situations. Okay, so for the first card, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So it looks like luck is definitely in your favor. Now, some of you may not feel this way, but you'll understand as we get a bit further in. Now, anytime I see the Wheel of Fortune, I always know that the events, whatever is going on in your life, the situations that are taking place are what I would refer to as fated. So, but the upside is the wheel is up in our favor. So whatever we choose to do, luck is on our side. But here's the thing. Next card, the Hanging Man in the reverse position. So the Hanging Man has made an appearance in several readings here lately. Mostly in the reverse position, once or twice in the upright. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that Neptune is getting ready to go direct. I believe November 28th of this year. Neptune should be going direct. I'm recording this on the 23rd of November, just FYI. Okay, let's get into this. So, the Hanging Man in the reverse position. So, first and foremost, when I see this card, I know that you guys have already been through a huge change, and this change is a change of awareness, okay? So, you are not the same person that you were a year ago, and that's a fact. You are changing and you are evolving, okay? And ultimately, the Hanging Man in reverse is presenting us with a new direction to go in, because since we have changed our awareness and we have evolved, we can't go back, okay? And a lot of times when I see this card in the reverse position, this is an indicator that we are hanging on to an old image of ourself, an old facade. You know, typically the root of why we might be doing that is fear. Fear that people will not accept us for who we have become, and maybe they won't like us, maybe they won't accept us. Well, you know what? If they don't like you or accept you for who you truly are, then they should kick rocks, okay? And don't worry about them, because you deserve better in your life, and I just hope you know that. So, but there could be many reasons behind this fear, but you know, the ultimate reason being feeling like you're going to be rejected, whether you're worried about being rejected by one person in particular, or a group of people, or your family, or your friends. If people truly love you unconditionally, they are going to accept you no matter what, okay? And that's just the truth. So, Hanging Man in reverse is asking, surrender, let go, be who you really are now. Stop hanging on to that old image, because you are not that person anymore. You have changed, you're evolving, and you need to be true to yourself, and only you can do that. And if people can't accept you as you really are, you know what I said, they can kick rocks, and I mean it. Because they don't deserve you. Point blank, period. People need to love you unconditionally and be loyal. Now, also, when I see this card, this definitely indicates that your intuition is growing, increasing, and there is definitely a need to pay attention to the dreams, okay? Because a lot of good psychic information can come from our dreams. And even if a dream doesn't make sense, it can we can still be getting good information from the subconscious mind, but sometimes the subconscious mind will use symbols. So if a dream is kind of crazy and doesn't make sense, we want to look at it from a symbolic point of view, because the subconscious mind has the reasoning ability of like a 3-year-old child. So sometimes just knowing that can help you figure out what your subconscious mind is trying to tell you from a symbolic point of view. But anyhow, yes, please accept this change. And this change, it's already happened, okay? But the thing is we're being offered to go in a new direction. And sometimes we can have some anxiety and fear around a new start, you know? But remember, we have the Wheel of Fortune right here. So it's like, this is the universe giving us a thumbs up, like luck is on your side. Be true to yourself. Don't hang on to that old image. Move forward. Take a chance. Go forward in this new direction, okay? And some of you could be resisting trying to hang on to certain people or certain situations that no longer serve you or your personal growth. And some people just need to be let go of. But, you know, again, you can do that in your own time or however you choose to. Okay, so the next card we have is the Hermit in the reverse position. So, have you guys been withdrawing and isolating yourselves? Now, Virgo rules the Hermit card, and, you know, don't kill the messenger, because, you know, some Scorpios don't, you know, necessarily get along with all Virgos, and some do get along. But Virgo and Scorpio are very similar to each other in the fact that we need time to ourselves. We need to have our time to where we can pull back, withdraw into our cave, and just be a hermit for a little while. This is how we can recharge our batteries. You know, do some introspection, you know. Now, so what does this mean for you guys? Well, you could be isolating yourself. If you're not isolating yourself, then you could feel like you are being isolated by someone else. This could be within a friendship. This could be within a romantic relationship. This could be, you know, within a family interaction, you know, etc., etc. here. So you could feel like you're being rejected or abandoned or even mistreated or not appreciated by someone else. Now, for those of you, I did mention that, you know, we can be withdrawing, but we don't want to withdraw too much, okay? We do not want to become a full-on hermit. We need to be around people. It's okay to withdraw and have this alone time, because it's very, very necessary for us to recharge our emotional batteries. Very necessary. But we don't want to get stuck in hermit mode, because that's not going to help us. And sometimes we can tend to stay in this mode and not want to move or make a decision or move forward like we need to out of fear. Sometimes there can be sometimes fear can almost be paralyzing under this type of energy. And I don't want you guys to be feeling paralyzed by fear. There's nothing to fear but fear itself. So, you know, take a chance, move forward. Some of you who may not be doing the introspection and reflection, maybe you've been trying to avoid it. Sometimes this can indicate that we're a bit too much in our head. We could be fantasizing, however you want to look at it. We could have our head in the clouds, so to speak, and if our head is up in the clouds, then we're not able to see just how dark it is outside, if you catch my drift. So it means our situations that we're going through could be rather dark, and if our head is up in the clouds, then we're just not seeing it for what it really is. And we don't want to get caught up in that. Now, some of you could be going into this, hermit type mode, retreating into yourself, doing some reflection and introspection so that you can reevaluate your life up to this point. Maybe reevaluate certain relationships, certain friendships, situations, whatever it may be. Do whatever you have to do. I just don't want you guys to get stuck in that cave, because it can be really hard to get out of once we get too far in. So, but just know that we do need to move forward, and we are being given the thumbs up by the universe, like luck is on our side. We need to go in this new direction. So don't let fear keep you trapped, okay? So the next card, which I did clarify, the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups, Sun and Scorpio. I love this card. This is definitely a card where we are looking back on the past. There's always a bit of nostalgia with this card, and we could be having some good memories, and we definitely want to focus upon the good memories. And sometimes, for some, this can indicate that we could be wishing that things were the way that they used to be, and that's not going to be beneficial for us right now. We can't go back. We can't change things. All we can do is move forward. So, now this card also rules siblings, cousins, people that have ties to our past. So this could be old friends, old schoolmates. This could even be an old flame. This is a card that has ties to our past. And anytime I see it, I know that you're going to be having some sort of either memories regarding the past, or you're going to be running into someone from the past. Now, if you do celebrate Christmas, I feel like, this is popping up a lot because we will be seeing family members, and it could be indicating that, but I feel like this is actually meaning a lot more. That's just a small part of it for you guys. This card's actually indicating a lot more. So I also look at the Six of Cups as, if we are to run into someone, this someone could present us with an opportunity. And if they do present you with an opportunity, they're doing so genuinely and because they want to. So that's a very good side of it. This can also indicate gifts. Again, could be Christmas, but this could also be, sentimental, romantic type gifts as well. So I went ahead and clarified, and boom, we get the Ace of Swords. So for me, I like this energy personally because the Ace of Swords, pardon my French, but this sword cuts through all the bullshit, okay? We are getting to the truth of the matter. We don't want to hear any more lies. We don't want to hear any more exaggerations, embellishments. We just want the freaking truth, and we're going after it. We're ready for a new start. We're taking control. This card can make you, this type of energy can make you feel like very, very powerful, okay? And it can definitely make you feel, what's the words that I'm looking for? Quick-lived, something like that. So, we are definitely ready for this new start. I would say when this new start happens with the person that has ties to your past, try to not be overly forceful, because we want to keep the Ace of Swords upright. So just don't push too much. Let things flow and unfold naturally. because with this type of energy, it's like we just want to, rush in. But just let things unfold on their own and let them flow. But yes, there's definitely a new start. Okay, so the next card, we have the Nine of Coins. So we definitely have 2 Virgo cards here. So some of you could be dealing with Virgos in your life, someone who could be similar to Virgo. That could be Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. They don't necessarily have to be, though, okay? We could just be pulling off of the energy here. Okay, so the Nine of Coins. So typically this is a single woman, but this can be a single woman or man, okay? But this is going to be someone who is very, very focused on their finances, on their financial investments, on their financial well-being, self-sufficiency, and financial independence. This is someone who definitely is good with money, someone who knows how to make good investments. And for some of you, if you're focusing on your finances, if there are any type of financial projects that have been presented to you, these could be very beneficial. But I would say, be careful of signing anything right now, because we're still in the Mercury retrograde post-shadow phase. So let's get out of that shadow phase before we sign anything, which December 8th and on through the rest of the year, you're good. Okay. Now, a lot of times this person can be single, okay? And so it makes me wonder if this person that you run into, if they're going to be single, maybe this person might offer you a job opportunity. Maybe some of you, this is more around a friendship. Maybe this is someone you might be interested romantically, You'll know where you fit within these cards. I like to remind people, take what resonates and leave the rest. Not every single thing I say is going to resonate, and it's not supposed to. Certain parts of what I say should resonate. And sometimes it's going to resonate, sometimes it doesn't, so. Okay, moving forward. So, clarification on the Nine of Coins. And we get the Seven of Cups. So, this just really makes me think, okay, so we have an emotional decision to make here. Because I look at this as, this is our emotional wish choice card here. So there's always an element of fantasy and our imagination when this card pops up. So I would definitely say utilize a little bit of your fantasizing, imagination, but just realize we can't get stuck there, We're going to have to make a choice. We're going to have to make a decision and move forward. Yeah. But it's looking really, really positive here. And to me, I'm getting the feeling here that for a lot of you, this is going to be more about romance. And then for another portion of you, this is going to have something to do with money and, financial opportunities. For a few of you, this could be a little of both, okay? But I'm feeling from a lot of you that this has something to do with the relationship, and it could be romantic or platonic, So yes, we have an emotional choice to make. Now what I do like seeing here is we go from potentially being paralyzed from the fear to we're being released from the fear. So this makes me so happy for you guys. We are finally going to get out of that fear mentality, that mentality of lack, okay? So when it was in the upright position, perhaps you were feeling completely restricted, confined, stuck, feeling like you were not able to make a decision because we couldn't tell the difference between left, right, up, down, Our fear just gets the better of us, with this type of energy, but we are being released from it. So all that fear, restriction, confinement is dropping away, and we are able to make our choice with a clear mind and without any fear involved, and we can make this decision and move forward. Now, something I do want to mention, this is just going to be for a few of you, but for some of you, you could be feeling stuck and confined and restricted in a certain situation or relationship, okay? Some of you feel stuck and maybe feel like you don't know what you want to do, or you don't know what to do, you don't know how to handle it. Should I stay? Should I try to make things better? Should I go? Well, if you've been struggling, don't worry. You are going to be able to come to a decision. The fear is going to drop away, and you're going to be able to make a choice. So this part, that's really, really good. I mean, the bottom row is looking really good, and it looks like we're going to go in a new direction here. We need to go into a new direction, because ultimately this is what we're being guided up to, is to move in this new direction. And move into it without fear. Drop that fear. Because, like I said, there's nothing to fear but fear itself. Okay, so for the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands. So, for you guys, this can represent a female. This could represent a male. Either or. Now, this card could describe some of the characteristics and attitudes that you could be presenting, or this could be that someone else in your life that's been causing you problems could be presenting, okay? So you'll know which side you fall on. Okay, so the Queen of Wands in reverse. So when she is in the reverse position, her not so nice qualities come out. So when she's upright, she is full of confidence. She's in the reverse. So we're looking at low self-esteem, low confidence. Perhaps we're not believing in ourselves. Now, for some of you, this could be an indicator that you could be dealing with someone that is either Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Doesn't necessarily have to be, but that's going to resonate with a few of you. Now, when the Queen of Wands is in the reverse position, she or he can be bossy, pushy, arrogant, demanding, manipulative, deceitful, and he can even be a bit of a cheater. So, I don't know if you guys are dealing with someone in your situation that might be displaying some of those characteristics, but they're definitely not necessarily the best. But if some of you are resonating with the lack of confidence and self-esteem and believing in yourself, perhaps maybe someone else, that is not so nice has been beating you and your self-esteem down. Don't let them. Stop them. You don't need to let someone gaslight you and manipulate you and make you think that you're less than, because you guys are beautiful souls and you deserve to be loved unconditionally. You deserve loyalty, whether it's in your romantic relationships, your platonic relationships, business relationships. I don't care. You guys deserve someone who's going to be loyal, and we are talking about Scorpio here, so you guys demand loyalty, and I am right there with you. I'm Scorpio moon, so I feel this. Now, something else I do have to mention, When I see the Queen of Wands in reverse, this could indicate that there could be some revenge, vindictive type of behavior. So some of you might be feeling like someone needs to pay for what they did. No judgment here. My best advice would just be the bigger person. Sometimes it's just better to bless those idiots. It's better for us, because they're going to get theirs in the end. They always will. You can't screw a Scorpio over and get away. We don't have to do anything. The universe will pay them back all on their they'll put their foot in their mouth. They'll pay for it. There's no doubt about that. We don't even have to do anything. But, some of you might choose to, but I'm just saying, hey, it'd be better to just move forward. The best revenge here would be you moving forward and being happy. That would be the best revenge. Okay, so for those of you who have watched my videos before, then you will know that I normally use the Romance Oracle, but I am not going to be using that. I have recently bought a new deck, and it's called the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland. And I really love these cards. The backside shows like heart chakra. I really like it. Beautiful gold gilding. Very beautiful. Okay. Yeah. Not being endorsed or it's not a promoted video or anything. I'm just sharing in case you like the deck and you want to buy it. Okay, so about this deck. So this deck covers all relationships. It doesn't just focus solely on romance, and that is why I'm loving this deck so far, because this covers all of our relationships. Our familial relationships, our friendships, our business co-worker relationships. But most importantly, this covers the relationship that we have with ourselves. So I love that aspect of it, especially the relationship we have with ourselves. So I'm really enjoying this new set here. It is a bit different from traditional tarot. We don't any longer have tens, no pages, knights, kings, queens, princesses, none of that. And they're all geared towards relationships. So, since this deck is new, I'm going to go ahead and just read you guys for each card. That way I don't miss anything. I'm still reading it myself and working on memorization and then mixing it with my intuition. So, for the first card we have Moving On. So this is like the Eight of Cups, which is definitely echoing off of that Hanging Man. Okay. Keywords: change, cycle, stagnation, and authenticity. Change is a necessary part of the natural world, and this is also true of relationships. As a person evolves, yes, so must a relationship, or it will stagnate. This card is a reminder to examine your current relationships to see if they still feed your soul and help you grow. Are you staying in a relationship because it seems okay and there's no real reason to end it? Do your relationships have substance and bring you joy? Do you feel like something is missing? Are you able to be your authentic self in your relationships? Again, Hanging Man. This card suggests that it may be time to walk away in some respect. This can be an actual ending of a relationship or simply taking a break to soul search. This is your time. Give yourself the space and permission to determine what you need and what you want. and then decide if it can be found in the current relationship as it exists now. If not, it may be that important time to make some essential changes. Okay. So the next card is Trust. So this would be the Fool. I love how he has named it Trust. Keywords: leap, dare, innocence, optimism, belief, and courage. Rejoice. The universe is looking out for you. Yes, indeed it is. Now it's time to trust the path you're on is in fact the right one. Believe that whatever you desire concerning affairs of the heart can be manifested in the proper time and for your highest good. Trusting the universe takes courage, but it also removes the burden, of doing it all on your own. When you feel alone in a situation, it can diminish your energy and desire to take actions that will improve the situation. Yes. This card is to remind you that you are not alone. It is also a reminder that the positive energy is available to you to manifest what you truly desire. In addition to trust, this is a card of action and opportunity. Once we know that the universe has our back, we are free to take that all-important leap of faith and pursue our dreams concerning affairs of the heart. Put aside any fear, disillusionment, frustration, or hopelessness, and open your heart to what you desire. Do it now, with the carefree innocence you had as a child, and expect to receive what you need. Take the steps to find love or to improve or strengthen a relationship. Take some risks and maintain an attitude of positive expectancy. Whether it's a relationship with another person or the relationship with yourself, now is the time to take action. Even a good relationship can be improved. What steps can you take to achieve what you desire? And then there is an affirmation. I open myself to giving and receiving love that is for my highest good. Okay, so the next card, and you guys, out of 4 cards, have gotten 3 majors. So this is why I feel like this is definitely love related for a big portion of you guys. So flow. This would be the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune. Keywords: attract, expect, release, serendipity, cycles, and expansion. The energies around you at this time are positive and are driving you forward. Let yourself flow with these energies and put them to good use. This is an opportune time to attract your heart's desires. Do you want more love, peace, or greater understanding? Is your heart calling out for a new relationship? Does the current relationship need improvement? Focus on your desires and allow them to manifest by expecting them to. At the same time, release yourself to the flow. Events greater than you can ever imagine may be heading your way. Project your desires, but also be open to new possibilities. Yes. Good fortune and joyful synchronicities come with the Flow card. Open your heart and arms wide and embrace what comes to you. Nothing is static. Life flows in cycles, expanding and contracting, changing and growing. You may be entering a new cycle regarding matters of the heart. Welcome this new cycle. When a stone is tossed into a pond, the ripples flow with the water as they expand and grow. You're in an exciting period or forward movement and expansion. Heading into the unknown. This forward movement may guide you into new relationships or out of old ones. In either case, you know that the change is for your highest good. The energy of expansion will help you grow into your new situation gracefully, safely, and comfortably. And then there's the affirmation: I move forward with grace and ease. I love the fact that these are just backing up what I've already said. Okay. So for the bottom of the deck, we have lead, which would be the Emperor. Keywords: guide, prioritize, act, structure, effort, and reason. In matters of the heart, the energy of this card can both help and hinder. Examine the role that you play in your relationships. Do you take the lead and guide the direction of the relationship, or do you follow the other person? If you lead, are you forcing your own will on the other person? If you follow, are your own needs being met? A solid relationship involves give and take, lead and follow. There has to be an even exchange of energy, and this is true for all relationships. This card reminds you to guide, not dominate. This card focuses on the intellectual rather than the emotional side of relationships. How is the relationship serving those involved? If a relationship is to be healthy and strong, everyone's needs must be met. There has to be sufficient structure and order so that each person knows the boundaries. Each person must make the relationship a priority and put effort into making it strong. And finally, the decisions made in and about the relationship must be based on sound reasoning rather than pure ego. If you're looking for a romantic relationship, are you actively searching, or are you hoping that someone will simply show up in your life? This is a card of action, of being proactive, not reactive. Take the lead, network, make yourself available. And then the affirmation: I ensure that my relationships are healthy and that each person's needs are met. Okay. Well, I hope this reading has helped you guys, and I really want you guys to be confident, okay? Believe in yourself, be confident, and I want you to know that you deserve better, especially if you're dealing with manipulation, deceit from someone, or even cheating, or anything of that nature. You deserve better. If someone cannot meet you and exceed you when it comes to your loyalty and your depth of your love and emotion, hey, they don't deserve you. You know, that's just how I look at it. And I want you guys to be confident. Love yourself. Know that you are worth so much. You are priceless, okay? You are priceless. And you need to be treated as a queen or a king. And that's just a fact. Okay, so I would like to take a moment here. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. Click the bell for notifications when I do post. And please like this video, comment, share. I would like to let you guys know that I am still doing personal readings. So if you would like information about getting a personal reading, it will be in the description box. Help support me so I can continue doing this, please. And if you don't feel like getting a personal reading, you could always make a donation. It's not required, but, you know, again, information in the description box. Okay, sorry, shameless plug there. All right. So, I just want to let you guys know I love you. Even if someone else may be feeling like, if you feel like you're being rejected, but hey, don't worry about that. I love you. And I'm sending you blessings of healing, prosperity, and love.